to the session. Hopefully it don't put me in a car. If it does, I'll give you a tour of the track as we go around. Just waiting for it to let me in. So is it going to be in? It is indeed. Daniel has been kicked there. Oh yeah, here we go. We're on the qualifying lap then. No, out lap. Formation lap. There we go, I got there eventually. Put the track map to full, updated. Temporary off. We'll look at position change for the start. These people got to warm these tyres up then, ready for the start of the race. Pretty sure Daniel got kicked. Don't know if I can invite people. Let me try invite Daniel. No, only the host can invite people. Hopefully Daniel can get back in before the end of this formation up. I'm hoping Daniel can get in before the race starts. There we go, he's back in. Which is good news. You don't want to lose your start of the race. Remember, we've got the immersive formation lap on this season, guys. So you will be able to line your cars up yourself on the grid, aim them at the car in front if you want to. You can, instead of just starting in a straight line, you can literally aim your car. Say you want to block off the car that's coming up behind you before you can do it now. Plan your attack, which you do in real life. And you see, could be a one stop or a two stop here. The one stop, you're looking at the mediums going to around lap 9 to lap 14, then onto the hards. Can do a two stop here, I don't think. Oh, there's a few people. So Newbies is starting on the hards, he's going to go long. Jacko, Mr. Sniper, Hilly and Destructive J will also start on the softs. So they're going to have a short first stint. They will have to do a two stopper unless they can make their softs and hards go quite a distance here. Keep that to position change then for the first lap. So then everyone now then get ready to line up on the grid. Get their car aimed, ready. I see no one keeping to formation and people have taken where we have DJ Twigs who has spun it on the entry to the pit lane here. He's having to do a 3-point turn. What is going on with DJ Twigs? Can he get his car? We've got a few guys that are obviously not lining up correctly and getting disqualified. Twigs finally gets going again after spinning on the formation lap at the pit lane entrance. Not the best for him. We've got a few cars I'm looking now. Here we go. Where's Twigs going to line up? Right, that was quite perfect. Twigs has aimed his car directly at Destructive J. Don't know what we are currently waiting for. Apparently someone hasn't lined up yet. Trying to work out who that could be. Oh, everyone's in neutral, so that's what's going on here. As we are waiting for confirmation of this race start here. We're currently just stuck on the grid. Just gonna check the chat. There we go. Finally got that. Or has it? I am so confused to what is going on right now. Okay, there we go. The race has started and we got a crash at the back. Is that Nubis? Nubis is off into the grass in the back. Oh, Brazen's just smashed into the side of Jay Hobson. This is not the cleanest of starts here. We're going to go 3 wide up to turn 3. We've got a Red Bull that's kind of having a little dance. Daniel Rabbit, Jay Hobson goes round, he's kept the lead. Mark is in P2. Hilly has made up 11 places. We've got a safety car, and Hilly went from 14th to P3 here. What a start. I've never seen anyone take 11 places before we got to turn 3. Destructive J's up to 4th. Your Reckoning's made up 5 places to 5th. Brazen's dropped 2. He's got no front wing though, just Brazen, so he'll be coming into the pit. Spanner's in P7. Mickey Granger's in P8. Jacko P9. Sarge at P10. Mr. Snipes P11. DJ Twigs is P12. He doesn't have a front wing at the moment. Let's have a look at Nubis. Nubis had a dreadful start where I saw him. He was in the grass side of the track. Don't know what happened to him. Did he spin it off the line? He's coming. He hasn't got damage from what I can tell. The story though is that Billy has gone into 11 places off that start. That was a fantastic start from him. We're down to 13 drivers. Daniel DNF'd. I'm just looking now. We've got 2 in the pits. It's going to be 3 or 4. I reckon it's going to come into the pits now for new front wings. There we go. 4 guys into the pits. Is Anubis going to pit? Who's going to stay out? Anubis stays out then. So 4 guys in the pits, all getting new front wing. That's Brazen, Sergeant, Your Reckoning, and DJ Twigs. Jay Hobson will lead us away then under the safety car once we get back underway. Mark is in P2. It was a very hectic start to that race. Looked like there may have been contact amongst a few of the guys. Safety car will stay out probably for another 2-3 laps. Yeah. Has anyone changed their strategy? They've got a few guys, the 4 guys that pitted. 2 went for the softs, 2 went for the hards. Went for a longer stint, some went for a shorter stint. So a very chaotic night we've had tonight. First the lobby breaks down, then it looked like it broke down again. And they've just had a look like a fight up into turn 1 and then turn 2. Let's hope for a better restart here once the field catches up. We have the Mercedes red safety car that we're following around the track tonight. And just winding their tyres up. What's going on at the back of the field here? Brazen, something's going majorly wrong, and Brazen's gone into the back of Mickey Granger. What is going on here? We've got 5 cars all stopping on the track. I'm guessing someone had to hand the position back, and then chaos ensued. That involved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. That instance just had, and still people having issues here. What is going on? I do not have a clue what has just happened there. We've got cars crashing into each other, cars ignoring yellow flags, which means they haven't handed a position back that they had to hand back. I am so confused what went on there. Literally from 7th place all the way back to the back, they all literally come to a standstill on the track, and it cost Brazen his front wing as everyone literally just slammed the brakes and he had nowhere to go, and his front wing just was the victim of that one. I wonder if the McLaren, I don't know if it was him or Mickey, who got run into back, will they have rear wing damage, because it was a hefty shunt. Indeed, Mr. Sniper's now going to be coming around in 13th. Will that keep safety car out for another lap here? So the new season started and the safety car has led more laps than anyone on the track here. Is it going to come in? I don't think it will, because all that chaos that happened at the back, they still haven't caught up. We'll see now though. I don't think it is going to come in. He's going quite slow, he needs to hurry up, catch the field. So I've got another lap of safety car then. It's a weird guy having a good race, 56 right now. Savings. Levis there. Sergeant PA. Let's see. So on behind. Just checking people's rings. If they have to spot damage on. Okay, the cars. One of the cars may have rear wing damage. Too helpful for me. We're on lap 4 of 29 and all 4 laps have been set behind the safety car. Sergeant's going around P8, Macca's going to P7 on P6 on the restart. Lewis will be P7, Spanner P5, Destructive J will be starting P4. We've got a mix of tyre strategies up and down the field, some on the soft, some on the medium, some on the hard. Let's see how that's going to pan out throughout this race. Hilly had a fantastic start, gained 11 places as Hilly, he's up to P3. Mark's P2, J. Hobson is P1, keeping his position right now. And the safety car will be coming in on this lap. So get your tyres warmed up, guys. We're about to go racing again. Hopefully we'll get a better restart than we did at the start, and we don't get another safety car coming out. Everything else is going to lead us away then. And he floors it. Jay Hobson then coming down to the first corner. Where's Mark? Mark's having to defend from Hilly. Hilly's going amazingly today. He's putting in some good laps. All the behind him's got to slow it down. Swatching now. Looks like I'm getting a bit argy-bargy. Mark then has the lead of the race. Jay Hobson's fallen down to second. Hilly's in P3. And the Williams guys still 5th and 6th right now. Newby's on their tails. The Williams, both of them, they nearly lost their rear end at the exact same time. Just looking up and down the field. So Mark takes the lead on the restart there. I feel like Jay Hobson may have been pushed into turn 1. That's cost him the lead of this race, but he's now hunting down Mark. He's in P2. Hilly then, after a fantastic start, is still P3. Hilly's having a fantastic race here. And a 5-second penalty for Jacko for cutting the corner and gaining a position. And 5-second penalty is added. Oh, we've got the 2 guys that have DNF'd. Spanner and Brazen are both out in this race. Oh, not another safety car. Oh, we've got another safety car. We're only on lap 5. We haven't done one full lap of racing here. And now we have another safety car on lap 5. What is going on here? Destructive J's, Hilly, I think it's coming from the front wing. So Spanner out, Raising Demari out, Daniel also out after a lap 1 turn 1 incident. We're down to 11 runners, we are on lap 6 and 5 of them have been behind the safety car. This safety car is needing more laps than anyone else here, and I think if I can just check something 1 second. Fastest that was, Mark's got faster at 1:39.7. I'm pretty sure the safety car also has the fastest lap of the race right now. This is not the best start of a season here. I'm a bit upset with Division 3 because Division 3 last season was very clean. And people may not have got their cars down to a T here. I think a bit more practice may be needed. This instant after instant, it's not looking good. Mark will be letting us on its restart when we get going again. Lewis is going to be in P3. He'll be happy with that, defending champion. Instead of making his way up the field from other people making mistakes here, he won't care. Mercedes are looking at a double podium right now. So everyone that pitted on that last lap all went to the mediums. They're going to go for a long Middleton, maybe go to the softs towards the end now. Just now waiting for the safety car to come in. Hopefully we can get a few laps of racing here tonight. Right, the safety car. I wonder how many people are going to finish. I'm expecting at least one more safety car at least. Now the safety car should come in on this lap. And right now until we cross the sector 2 timing line. Just watching Spanner X video. Oh no! Oh, so we're about to have an air brazen spun in this corner where Mark is right now, and Spanner has literally had nowhere to go. The car, Brazen didn't ghost, and he just ploughed into him and took them both out. It's not really anyone's fault, that one. The safety car will be in this lap then, so Mark will now take control of the pace here. So when's Mark going to send it as we're on lap 7, quarter of the way through the race, and we've done 1 lap of racing. And Mark then puts the power down, and Mark's got a fantastic start. Him and Jay Hobson are absolutely gone here. They've put 2 seconds on Anubis behind them. Not the best start for the guys behind. Anubis reacting late there. I'm just looking to make sure everyone's getting through that first corner clearly. As the sniper runs wide, he's going 3 wide into turn 2. Oh no, the Williams has crashed into Destructive J. seems to have got away with it though. It's Mr. Sniper and Destructive J going racing. Sniper runs wide. Destructive J flies through there up to P9. Back at the front though, Mark and Jay Hobson have put 2.5 seconds on Nubis. It's gone up to 3 seconds now. These two at the front, they are putting the lap times in and they are pulling away right now. Where we get to the end of this lap though, before another safety car. That safety car is in the pit waiting to come out. I can see it. I'm just watching the leaders here as they are battling away. Let's see what they can do. So this will, Jay Hobson and Mark are flying. They're going to set a fastest lap here. That is because we haven't had a full flying lap. Let's see what they can do. It's DJ Twigs and Hilly are going side by side down to the last corner here. Let's see what happens. And Hilly backs out of it. Let's TJ Twigs have it. These two are fighting away here. And we finally get our first full lap of racing in after 9 laps, and here we go. Battles going on up and down the field. Oh, Mark has spun. Mark has spun into turn 1. He's dropped from the lead and he's down to 5th here. He's going to come under pressure from Mickey Granger into turn 3. Mickey's got the inside. Mark's going to be on the outside here. And Mickey Granger goes up to P5. McLaren 4-5 right now. Mark, who was leading the race, has had some sort of moment into turn 1 and has spun round. And my screen has gone blank. Oh, there it goes, it's back. So Mark is now P6. Oh, he's going to be gutted. He had a fantastic qualifying and has kept out of trouble so far this race, and that has cost him. That has given Jay Hobson the lead of this race. He's 3 seconds ahead of Anubis in P2 now, the other Mercedes. He's got a nice buffer, and that means now he won't have to push as hard here. He can now try and maintain that pace and that gap and look after his tyres to go that little bit longer into his stint. Sargent gets past Anubis. Sargent gets past Anubis here. So the Mercedes are struggling right now. Last year's Constructors Champions are struggling. I felt like Anubis has had a moment somewhere, and that has let Sargent through to P2. Anubis now in P3. Who's into the pit? You're reckoning he's into the pit. You know, he's got to serve his 5-second penalty. There we go. He'll be going on to the hards. He'll be trying to get them to the end. There's Jacko then on a recovery, drives down to up to P10. Mark's up to P5. Now he's gaining on the McLaren in front. The DRS will be active on this lap then. So you want to be within the second out for the first 2 DRSs that square across the finish line, and that one up to turn 3. You want to be within about 5-6 tenths of the car ahead for it to really have any effect and maybe get the move done. Any more than that, you're not going to get the overtake. And Hilly's right on the back of DJ Twigs here, but they've both got the DRS. It cancels out Hilly's advantage there. As Jay Hobson leads his race, Sargent is P2, but he's rapidly falling off the back of Jay Hobson. It's 5 seconds now, the gap. Nubis then had a moment coming out of that last corner, second to last corner, and that is it. Mickey Granger through, down the inside on the final corner. Mickey Granger takes 3rd place here. Who's going to have the DRS? I think it's going to be Anubis. The 2 Mercedes then are about to double team that McLaren. They're going 3 wide to turn 1 here. Mark's on the inside. Mickey Granger's had to go deep. He's defending that 3rd place, and Mark gets past Anubis as well. As we now run up to turn 3, and Mark's going to go for the move on Mickey Granger. He's got the outside though. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, and the Mercedes nearly spins the McLaren. Mark is up to P3. He's recovering right now. Mickey's down to 4th, Anubis is down to 5th. Hilly P6, DJ Twigs P7. So from 4th down to 8th here, they all split by less than 2 seconds. A bit of a DRS train going on, but there is some moves getting made. Definitely the closest battle on the field is for that 4th place now, and it's between 5 cars. Mickey's at the head of that, and already he's out the DRS of Mark. Mark is going to struggle. I'm just going to follow Anubis. He seems to be struggling on this one corner. And he gets the power down. He's already under pressure. He's losing time to Mickey in front of him. He's going to have the Red Bull of Hilly looking for that inside line. Hilly backs out of it. Doesn't want to push her. Anubis has gone a bit deep there. It's given Hilly right on his tail. That gearbox of the Mercedes is going to be filling his screen. He gets pushed to the outside, and right behind them DJ Twigs and Destructive J are racing away as well. He's coming to the first corner. Hilly gets past Anubis here. He does indeed. So Hilly gets past Anubis, and Mickey Granger decided to pit there in the McLaren. Okay, I think my game's glitching. Oh, there he is. So Mickey Granger's pitted. I don't know if he had to have a new front wing or something put on his car there. Both McLarens have had to pit recently. Anubis is up to P5. Hilly, he's having a fantastic race. He's up to P4. He's pushing away. He's already got the DRS of Anubis here. Anubis is really struggling. So just watching now, because he's going to have DJ Twigs and Destructive J on his tail next. And he's got to keep his head down. And meanwhile, out front, Jay Hobson is now currently 7.5 seconds in the lead, ahead of Sargent in the Haas car, who's now being caught at a rapid rate of knots from Mark into the final corner. So Mark then's going to have the DRS. He's in a good range of Sargent ahead, and Sargent then decides to get out of that battle and come into the pit. He's on the soft tyres, so they have done 11 laps. You could go to the mediums here. They would get you to the end. Gonna stick with him, see what tyres he does go for. Oh, he's got a penalty he's having to serve, so that's going to cost Sargent. Bit of smoke coming out his brake ducts. He goes for the hard tyres, so Sargent's pitted to the end there. Jay Hobson's out front, 8.5 seconds to Mark. We are 13 laps out, 29 in here. So Mark, we just work that out. So 15 laps. 16. Mark's got to take half a second a lap, and Jay Hobson to catch him up before the end of the race. Just don't see it happening. That mistake that he had into turn 1 seems it may have cost Mark here. He can try and consolidate a P2 at least. It would be a fantastic result in the first race of the season. Hilly is having a fantastic race. He's currently P3. He's already pulled 3.5 seconds on Anubis behind. Anubis trying to pull a gap to Twigs and Destructive J, who are battling each other now. That's giving Anubis a chance to pull away. I'm just going to watch now, because this is getting a bit tasty between Destructive J and DJ Twigs to come to the final corner. This is the closest battle on the track. We're quite split here as Jay Hobson pits in. The leader pits. Just watching these two now as they come down to the first corner. It's Destructive J versus DJ Twigs as they battle it into the first corner. Ooh, Twigs got alright shape there, and he's gone deep into turn 1. Oh, and so did Destructive J. Both of them went very deep into turn 1. That's given Anubis a massive gap over them both, and that's what they end to their battle for the time being. That's cost Destructive J about 3 seconds to DJ Twigs, probably about 4 seconds overall there. I don't know what happened between them two. They both tried to outbrake each other by the looks of it, and they both went extremely deep into turn 1. The leader, that was Jay Hobson, has come out of the pit. He's now in P6, but has pitted. He is currently 4.5 seconds behind that battle that's in front of him, that's going on. So he's going to have a bit of a clear track ahead. Remember, this year you've got to warm your tyres up after pitting, and no more tyre blankets in F1 to heat your tyres up. So he'll be spending his first laps trying to get them tyres heated up. So this is where Mark can either pit to try and discover the strategy, or try and push and go longer and hope that he gets held up in traffic. And it's not the case, because Mark has decided it's time to pit that Mercedes. So into the pit comes Mark. I think Jay Hobson's definitely going to get ahead of him now. He comes and he homes to the right. He's pushing. He's definitely going to get ahead of Mark. Mark has left the pit. Oh, I can't exit the pits. Mark's got out ahead of the traffic as well, so he's going to have a bit of a clear track to push as well. So Hilly then is now going to be the guy leading the race. And he's on 9 lap old medium, so he can still push for a few more laps. He may have to go to softs if you can keep these tyres going for another about 8 laps, 6 to 8 laps here. But Hilly is now the new leader of this race. Anubis is now in P2. DJ Twigs is P3, Destructive J P4. But they have all got to stop again, you would say. Yeah, they definitely all got to stop at some point. So they may be leading now, but I feel like Jay Hobson and Mark are net 1-2 still at the moment. Mark's got to warm them hard tyres up then. He's pushing. So he's correct, the pit. He was 8.5 seconds behind Jay Hobson when he pitted. It's still about 8.5 seconds now, as Mark's probably trying to get them hard tyres warmed up and up to temperature. Mr. Sniper, sorry, it's currently in P7, just pushing around, being quite quiet this race, but he's in the points at the moment, so that's looking good for the sole Ferrari driver right now. Mickey Granger's in P8, Sargent's P9, your reckoning's P10, Jacko is P11. These guys won't have to stop again. Guys that I feel will have to stop again. It's Mr. Sniper in 7th, and the top 4, I feel they will all have to stop at some point. I'm just looking through the field, and there's a gap between everyone here. There's at least a 2-second gap between each car on the field at the moment. Jay Hobson is actually putting his gap on Mark just a little bit more and more. So let's have a look who's got the fastest lap then. Hilly has the fastest lap at the moment at 1:33.5. So he will get the extra point as it stands. So I'm just looking around. Our DJ Twigs has caught up to Anubis. Anubis dropped a bit of time there to Hilly. So Anubis had another little moment somewhere on the track, because now the gaps are all 2 seconds. It's now less than half a second between DJ Twigs and Anubis. He's going to have the DRS Destructive J. He's also gaining on DJ Twigs. They had a moment in turn 1 together where they both went very deep. With Jay Hobson now, it's the fastest lap of 1:33.4. He is also catching these guys. As you see now for P2, becoming a 3-way battle again between Anubis, DJ Twigs, Destructive J. They have pretty much been battling all race, these three. And it looks like they're going to continue that battle up to the end, I feel. So I'll be thinking these guys may be looking to pit. I reckon most of these guys they may try and go that little bit longer and put the softs on towards the end. There's Mr. Sniper there. This is his P7 to Mickey Granger in the McLaren. He's up to P7 right now. And chasing Mark down. So once I'm waiting for everyone to make their final pits. I can't really tell you where everyone's net position is right now. We've got 13 laps to go, but I feel like the likes of Jay Hobson, Mark, Mickey Granger and Sargent may gain some positions to win the top 4 and Mr. Sniper pit. Then we jump back to Anubis, DJ Twigs and Destructive J. The freeway battles right on board of DJ Twigs. He's 7 tenths back. I don't think he's going to be close enough to attack Anubis here into turn 1. And Destructive J isn't close enough to him. Good sparks coming out the back of Alpha now. I think he's running a bit too. Oh my god! DJ Twigs outbrakes himself there. Oh, and he's hit Anubis into turn 2. Oh, there we go. DJ Twigs and Anubis come together. I feel like DJ Twigs again outbraked himself into turn 1. Nearly wiped Anubis into turn 1, and he's rejoined the track and then connected with Anubis's rear tyre, and it's spun him round. Luckily that didn't take them both out. Spun one of them though. That's cost DJ Twigs, and that's going to be music to the guys of Mickey Granger, Sargent and your reckoning. So that's cost DJ Twigs a bit of time here, and he still needs to pit here. That could have dropped him some positions then overall. So Anubis then keeps his P2. He's 12 seconds behind Hilly. Hilly's having a fantastic race today. I'm very impressed with him today. Destructive J then is on the tail of Anubis, but Jay Hobson has caught these guys up here. He's going to be on the back of these guys. He was leading this race before he pitted. The guys in front of him still all have to pit. I feel like they're all pushing their tyres so they can go to the softs at the end. I feel like Jay Hobson doesn't really need to take any risks right now. Right on board, Destructive J is chasing Anubis for that P2 on the track right now. Not close enough that the ERS didn't seem to have much effect for him there. Destructive J again like a 10 for Anubis, then slow out of turn 2, struggling to get the power down. Destructive J's right on his tail, but doesn't go for the move. He stays behind him for the time being, and Jay Hobson is watching these two guys battle here. He's probably planning how he's going to try and get past these two. They will be costing him a little bit of time, but I feel he has a bit of time to spare right now, as Mark is 11 seconds further back. But what I'm watching is the gap between Mark and Hilly here, because Mark, oh, we've got a car spun there. That was Jay Hobson. Jay Hobson has been spun. He's lost time to Anubis and Destructive J. Destructive J is up to P2. Anubis is now P3. And Jay Hobson there, as he picked up damage, all I saw there was his car sideways. He's only lost about a second, 2 seconds there, but that looked like something must have gone on between these three. As Destructive J now inherits P2. What I was saying before that though, let's have a look at the gap to the leader. So Mark is 24 seconds behind Hilly right now. Now Hilly still has to pit. I feel he might have already pitted. He has already pitted. Can them softs do 21, mediums do 21 laps? Is Hilly planning to go to the end? He has got 6 seconds of penalties there. So I'm going to switch that to tyres for the time being. Hilly is leading. Turns that back to intervals. Destructive J is in P2. Anubis is P3. He's yet to pit there with Anubis. I reckon he's pushing so he can get them softs on towards the end. He's got Jay Hobson then closing in on him right now. See what he is looking to do. He will be trying to push on. I'm just looking a bit further back down the grid. Sargent has found a way past the Ferrari of Mr. Sniper as well. So Sargent's up to P8 for the time being. He's pushing on. He's hoping that these guys ahead are just going to keep costing each other time. he can gain positions when these guys do decide it's time to pit. So it's going to keep it here because I knew it's now going to be under pressure from Jay Hobson. Anubis there covers him off. It's going to the last corner. I feel Anubis is not going to be able to battle Jay Hobson for much longer. He's on a lot fresher tyres, 14 lap fresher tyres indeed. There we go. Doesn't make it too hard for him. Down the air. Oh, Anubis breaks himself. Anubis breaks himself. Runs into the back of Jay Hobson. He's let him have the position. He's got it the way. But then Anubis re-attacks him here. What is going on? I feel like a lot of people misjudging their braking today. A lot of people misjudge their braking into turn 1.